Hello again and welcome back everybody to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural 2IC. Today we're going to discuss a little bit of a topic, if you will. With everything going on in the news and so much going on here in the homeland, in your state, in your backyard, and all around the world, it seems like the news and everybody in social media has some sort of major catch line to grab your attention. And the one that I want to focus on today is wasting time on predictions. And so here we are. We're a prepping channel. And so if we dive into the wonderful world of prepping that it is, where everybody is trying to predict the next event that's going to unfold, I see there is a common mistake that probably needs to be addressed. And so here I am to address that. Now, bear with me for a little bit of time because if you are one of those people that you are obsessed with predicting the next major thing, then I'm going to need you to maybe take your crystal ball and set it aside and don your tinfoil hat for just a minute. But jokes aside on that one, none of us have a crystal ball. We don't know what's going to happen. Now, there's two different ways you can look at this. One is that you can look through history and you can make an educated guess. If you live in an area that is prone to hurricanes or tornadoes or floods or mudslides or wildfires or insert next line here, then you can make an educated guess or prediction on something that you should probably be prepared. Now, that's not to say that every year you get hit with a major tornado or earthquake, that maybe there's a little bit of a lull and maybe it's not going to hit on this exact day or this exact week or exact month. But it's highly likely. And what I think a lot of people need to focus on, especially if you're new to prepping, which, if you're new to this channel, by the way, thank you for stopping by. Welcome, hang out with us. We just sit back and talk and have a good old time in here. Say hello in the comments. We want to stress that you need to prepare for the practical, you need to prepare for the probable instead of the possible or maybe even the illusion of something that you may or may not be hopeful for. Now, while there are some of us out there that would like to gear up and go all Walking Dead or World War Z, hey, as long as you understand that a tornado or an earthquake or maybe even just a house fire is more likely than the a zombie apocalypse, as long as you're truthful with yourself, there's nothing wrong with it. It's okay to have fun in things. You can have a fun side and a serious side, and it's great if you can join the two together. One of the ones that I like to bring up as an example for the people that take it too seriously is that the people that do don up an outfit, so they LARP a little bit. I'm guilty of it myself from time to time. But you get all geared up and you put all your tack stuff on and you go play paintball or airsoft or anything like that. It's fun. And it's also training. You're getting geared up, you're putting weight on, you're moving, and you're doing different things to be active, and you're having fun, and you're creating a companionship with friends, family, your mag. So it's not a bad thing to do. And I see a lot of people that will go in and they will see people doing it and they automatically think they're a LARPer, they're not taking any of this serious. Okay, maybe you need to look into it a little bit further. Same on the other side. They look at those other people and they go, man, they take this way too serious. There's some crazy whatever. Look, it doesn't matter what topic we want to talk about. There is far on this side and far on this side on wherever you want to go. There's good and there's bad, and we need to have somewhere right in the middle. You need to have fun. What is life without any fun whatsoever? Okay, it's not something that I want to do. And so if you can do that, but back on track. None of us have a crystal ball. None of us can predict the future, or at least none that I know of, because nobody has helped dear old rural out here with the next lottery number so I can get rich. But that being aside, we need to take and we need to do the best that we can, and that is gain as much knowledge and intel as we possibly can get, and therefore we can make a better educated guess on what to prepare for in the future. The more information you get, the better you can plan for specific things happening, and that's kind of the point. But we also need to make sure that we open our eyes and opened our mind a little bit to some of those extremes. Because if all we do is prep for one or two things that are highly probable and highly likely going to happen, that off chance thing that could have happened, we overlooked and then we become unprepared for it. Now, you're not going to be able to be prepared for everything, okay? I get that. And I'm not saying that you're going to be prepared. There's not a single person on this planet that's prepared for everything. We covered this in a video not very long ago where it was what a lion just broke loose from a train car from the circus and was just walking down the street. Okay, I'm not prepared for a lion to go meandering through my front yard, okay? Uh, could I handle the situation? Depends. I'm not quite sure that if on a day-to-day basis that if I open the front door that a lion's not going to just catch me off guard. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. That's not in my playbook. Okay, it's not something I'm going to expect, and it's one of the things that I probably will not prepare for. But it's probably one of the biggest things is to be fluid enough to where you are kind of prepared for the unprepared, if that makes any sense. And so I want everybody to understand that you get one life, okay? None of us are getting any younger. I mean, if you look, I used to have hair color right here, and it's definitely seen its better days as far as having some hue in that color of hair there. But your time is precious, okay? You watching me, you're giving away seconds and minutes of your life you will never get back, and you're giving it to me, and I greatly appreciate that, okay? Uh, and it's one of the ones that I take serious, and I want to bring value. I want to bring substance to you, because if I don't, then yeah, by all means, you need to move on and find somebody that does. It's not going to hurt my feelings at all. There's plenty of subscribers on here that I get a day-to-day basis that tell me, hey, you helped me out. Hey, thank you for doing this. Hey, this, that, and everything else. So I hope that I'm helping you. Now, when it comes to this, you need to make sure that when you see a headline, when you see a news article, when you see a video, whatever it is, you need to stop and you need to make sure that you are taking it into all of the considerations that you can, and that you are not trying to date everything and trying to predict. Oh, I read a thing on the economy. Okay, well, 6 months, 9 months, a year. Okay, that's not going to be good for you. Oh, I read that this country and this country is getting ready to go hot. Well, that probably gives me about an 18-month window. Okay, it's not the best for you. Now, I know that sounds a little hypocritical because I say that you can use those types of dates to your advantage. If somebody comes out and says, "Hey, it's going to be uh, next weekend, this X, Y, and Z is going to happen," okay, use that to your advantage. Okay, but don't get it down to where you're wasting a whole bunch of time predicting a bunch of things. Don't sit here and go, well, this is going to happen on this day, and this is going to happen on this day, and next year I've got to do this and I've got to do that. You just got to take it day by day, okay? We're not getting younger. Your time is precious. Don't waste it on unnecessary things. Go through your day, set goals, do what you have to do, take the necessary steps to achieve those goals, and building blocks. Make it to where every single day when you look into the mirror that you are a better person today than you was yesterday. And if you can say that, excellent. Do it again tomorrow and do it again the next day and keep challenging yourself. And it's okay to stumble. It's okay to have that one day where you're like, man, I'm sick, I'm just having an off day, whatever. It's okay. We're all human. The thing is, though, is you got to get back on track and you got to keep going and you've got to challenge yourself and you got to make sure that you don't have excuses. This is one of those ones that we want to take that excuse out of it. Don't waste your time on predictions. So don't sit here when you are new to prepping, especially if you're new to prepping, and you're going to go, all right, I'm going to gear everything out to where the aliens are going to come down. I've got all this done. Okay. Let's focus on probable and let's focus on everything that we can that is realistic and attainable. And once you get a ton of that covered, then it's okay to venture out a little bit as long as you are sticking with your basics, your fundamentals, you're rotating your stocks, you're still functioning in everything that you need to function in. It's okay to go have some fun. You want to go blast a few aliens with laser beams? You want to go hit up some zombies with some paintballs? I'm all for it. Okay, I'm one of the probably few channels that actually say go do that. Okay, because it's fun. It is. I love doing it, but you got to make sure that it's realistic. It's not time wasting if it's actually usable. Now, if you're doing this every single day and you have no water put up, it's a waste of time. If you're planning out the entire weekend, every single weekend on to go do something like this, and you have no food, or you don't know how to grow food, or can your food, or harvest your food, or trap your food, or and I can broken record this all day long, you're wasting your time. Okay. So when it comes down to predictions, just don't waste your time with it. Okay. It's that simple. So I hope that that brought you a little bit of substance. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. You made it to this far in the video. Guess what? You rock. I appreciate you guys. And with that, that's what I've got for you. We're going to have a little bit more of these chit chats. I've had a few of you that have reached out and have given me a few kind of topic ideas where you just threw me some one liners and said, hey, talk on this for a little bit. And I challenge accepted. So be on the lookout for a couple of these. These will all be probably short 10-ish minutes videos. So, but that's what I've got for you. So God bless each and every one of you. Thank you again for hanging out with me for a little bit today. And stay tuned. There's more information to come. Say it with me. Above everything else, please remember to remain united because we're all prepping in this together.